That? This is why I love when they just reanimate stuff. They make it look better because they bring the thickness in our loved characters. Nico, Robin looking thick. Nami, oh my god, Nami looking so good. It's like, man, I thought Robin looked better than Nami pre-time skip wise. This is just like, wow. Episode of Skypiea review. Let me tell you something here. This is the best One Piece episode of anything they have made yet. Without a doubt, this is easily the first. This is definitely the best one. I just want to clear up the air for some people out there. You know, this kind of got me confused for a minute. So at the end of the whole movie, right? I know you guys seen the whole movie at the end of the whole thing, right? And you get to the ending and stuff, and they start playing the song, you know, 20 Hope and stuff like that. And then at the end, you know, you see a character with the Straw Hats, right? And I'm just like, for a minute, I'm just like, okay, who is this? Like, who is this character, bruh? She the new crew member? I'm like, what? But nah, I started using my brain. I'm like, there's no way they would just give up a crew member like that in this. So it turns out that was just the lady who made the song Hope, and she made another opening, so they put her inside the anime with these Straw Hats, you know, because she made the song, you know. She's the one who made the song Hope that's, you know, listened to right now. So that's basically her inside the anime with the Straw Hats. So that's kind of something dope they did with her there. I just wanted to clear that up. She's not a Straw Hat member. She's not none of that. She's probably never going to be in the story at all. She was just like a nice little tribute to her. Sorry, let's get to the review. Now, if you didn't know about me, Skypiea is one of my favorite arcs, and I feel like it's very underrated. And basically, it gave me that Skypiea feel again, and it made me kind of go up a bit on the arcs. Skypiea is just a great arc, especially with Nolan and Jai and stuff like that. It's such a sad story with Nolan, and it's just heart-touching. For a very long time, I never understand truly what the Nolan story was. It's because I skipped some of the stuff in Skypiea, because Skypiea was a pretty long arc. An episode's worth, it was pretty long arc. It was like one of the longest arcs in the One Piece series until like a very long time. So yeah, it was one of the big, I don't remember how many episodes, but it was a lot of episodes. And then they would go like multiple episodes of flashbacks. I'm like, okay, bro, I really don't care. But giving me this in this hour and 45 minutes where I can just watch it all and finally understand it, it makes perfect sense to me. Wow. I know who Nolan is now. I understand why his death made a lot of people sad, and he's a great legend. I understand finally the story of the liar and stuff like that. I finally get to understand a bit more about Jaya and the Sandorians. But bro, let's talk about something more interesting right now. Can we just admit, Toei Animation knew what they were doing with them animations, right? They knew what they were doing, right? We ain't gonna sit here and act like Nami wasn't in every single scene looking thick, bro. Can we just acknowledge that? This is why I love when they just reanimate stuff. They make it look better because they bring the thickness in our loved characters. Nico, Robin looking thick. Nami, oh my god, Nami looking so good. It's like, man, I thought Robin looked better than Nami pre-time skip wise. This is just like, wow. Nami was such a baddie, and back then I just couldn't believe I wasn't seeing this. And did you really think Toei didn't know that? Really? Nami was basically in every single scene the Straw Hats ran. She was in like every single scene. Every time you saw Luffy, you basically saw Nami. Every time you saw Zoro, you saw Nami. Every time you saw Robin, you saw Nami. Every time you see Sanji, you just saw Nami most of the time. At the point in time when I'm thinking Nami is Luffy. I honestly think Nami had more screen time than Luffy. I'm being honest here. Did she have more screen time than Luffy? Hey, I'm not gonna complain. I'd love to see Nami. She looking nice and thick. She know how to heal. Get the nice outfit on with the Nami looking. Nami was looking good in Skypiea, man. I can't lie to y'all. Nami was looking great. You know, they just know what they're doing. They know someone wouldn't watch this, you know, almost 2 hours without seeing, you know, some nice thickness on their screen every 2 minutes or so. And that's what I feel One Piece has done very well with us. It makes me very entertained and stay immersed with I'm watching on the screen. Because why would I want to see buff, sweaty ab men fighting where I can see some thick Nami on my screen? There's no question about it. I'm seeing that. I love it. in all seriousness, One Piece, this episode was just amazing. No hands down. I can't remember one time where I was kind of getting bored. No, I can't really remember that because this episode was just amazing. The whole thing they did, start to finish, was very good. Skypiea is one of the best arcs, and I feel like they did this thing very well. And of course, yes, there was things in the anime that they didn't show in this little episode of Skypiea thing. It was, of course, it's only an hour 45 minutes. They want to drag the thing on too much. They don't want to show you. They want you to get the gist of it, make you understand a bit, and they don't want to drag it on too much. Yes, in the anime, Wiper's more of a savage. We can't lie. Wiper was that guy back in the anime. He was taking so much punishment. In the episode of in the movie, right? They didn't really show Wiper do that much stuff, but in the anime, Wiper was taking a lot of damage, man. Y'all didn't believe it. He even did an attack on Enru that I was like, man, it killed Enru for a second. So I'm telling you, Wiper was doing his thing in the anime. They didn't show that in here, but he was doing his thing. They cut off every single fight, I think, besides Luffy's. That's the main fight, basically. So, of course, they get cut off every fight. But yeah, a lot of people might say, like, Sanji didn't get a lot of screen time, and Usopp and Zoro. I mean, yeah, you can kind of say so, but you gotta remember, they're not the main premise of the Skypiea arc. They did show the GOAT moments, with Sanji and Usopp, man. When Sanji and Usopp snuck up to the maximum, and Sanji's like, man, I needed my light. Like, I was asking for a lighter, bro. Sanji was a GOAT back then. Y'all understand. Sanji was doing GOAT stuff. Even though he couldn't touch him, Sanji was doing GOAT stuff. You got Usopp in the cut. Like, I don't understand why people hate Usopp. Like, let's be honest here. If we would be anyone in the story, it would be Usopp. Because look at this. We're all just regular humans. Usopp's a regular human. He's nothing really special. Like, he's coming up with things on the fly. He's being creative, man. And a lot of people can't even do that. So Usopp is doing a lot right there. But man, I really love this episode. Have them starting off with talking with the old man, going shooting up in the sky, talking about all that. They had the lobster. Man, this stretch of One Piece right here was very good. Very good. Because even after the Skypiea arc in the anime, they had the best filler of all time, in my opinion, after the Skypiea arc. And a lot of people didn't even know it was filler because it was that good. That's how good that filler arc was. But let me tell you something here. Just with Enru coming back, showing how much of a goon he is. Enru was a goon, man. A lot of people did not see that in the movie, right? But Enru, he was a straight savage, bro. And during the anime, I was at times, it's like, man, there's no way Luffy could beat this man. I'm like, I couldn't think of a way how Luffy could beat this man, Enru. I just couldn't think of a way. Because Enru was bodying everybody. There was even a point in time in the anime, there's one of the Shandorians, right? They just throw a spear into his head. And I was like, okay, there has to do something to this man. At least kill him, at least. Man, Enru just turns to him with the spear through his head and looks at him. He's like, wow. Is that all you got, my nigga? Enru was bodying people left and right, bodying Zoro. And Luffy was like, man, how could Zoro get beat? Luffy really trusted that man, Zoro. I'm telling you, bro. Like, Luffy basically knows Zoro's like the same power level with this man. He's like, how can y'all be defeated with Zoro here? Luffy is like, man, this nigga he must be a real one. He must be a real ass nigga. Look, I know everyone's reaction. We didn't know. We all didn't know this. Come on. We didn't know rubber counters electricity. Come on. Did they really teach you that in school? I don't know. Come on. I wasn't ever good in science, okay? Alright. If I'm being completely honest, I was never good in science. I almost failed half the time. So, I mean, how would I know rubber counters electricity? How am I supposed to know gold also counters electricity? Like, how am I supposed to know that? But it's just like, man, Oda's a GOAT. It's like, he just thinks of the littlest things. You would never think that he would just expose how smart he is with making rubber counter electricity. It's like, man, there's no one in there that can defeat him besides Luffy. And oh yeah, let's remember, Luffy didn't defeat Enru. Enru was not defeated after that. Just to remind y'all, Enru wasn't defeated all the way yet, but yeah, Luffy probably would have won that still. Yeah, but that basically sums it up. It's already a 10 out of 10. Nami's boobs, I mean, once I saw that, I knew this episode would be a 10 out of 10. There's nothing that can break that. She had the nice little bikini on, you know, the nice little top. You know, there's nothing that can really beat that. Once you get that, the art has to be a 10 out of 10. No question about it. 5 stars. You can slap it on there with a stamp. That is the press Luffy approved, and there's nothing else I can say about that. Was it episode of Skypiea? Yeah. And I'll see y'all for the next episode of whatever in One Piece. Yeah. It's your boy Press Luffy out, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace. Gang, gang, gang.